Guys, see, we know Ibrahim Traoré, the Burkina Faso president, is the highest threat to France and France dominance in Francophone Africans. Now they have bound anything to do with collaboration of traditional Burkina Faso's music with French and other Francophone rebellious, according to them, nation. But you know what? Ibrahim Traoré has nothing to panic on. He have said it that why Africa is highly rich in mineral resources, yet they are suffering. Look at a country like Niger, very highly rich in mineral resources, yet their people are one of the most poorest people on planet. Now, Ibrahim Traoré, many Africans have called on him, like he said. The youth of Africa have called on him and said that we have given him the battle to make sure that Africa is liberated from colonialism. And he said it. He said that any slave that refused to rebel, then he is not worthy to be empathized on. Likewise, he said that if you are in a slave, still in a colonial imperialism, that you should raise your hand and join to liberate yourself. And that is what he's doing, and he's stretching his hand all the way to everywhere, every corner of Africa. Look at what he's doing in Niger. It's not only speaking, but he's acting. He has sent a lot of food aid to Niger since the ECOWAS banned Niger and sanction them in every aspect of survival. But you know what? Burkina Faso is doing well. Malis are doing well. Guineas are doing well. This guy is rising up to establish their own organization is one thing that Africa, a lot of Africans have taken pride on, and they are proud of them. Now they are telling that the Africans are saying that no, we don't want even ECOWAS, that we want Ibrahim Traoré to be able to mine AU. Because if someone like Ibrahim Traoré, who deep inside him think of Africa, deep inside him it's not all about Burkina Faso, but for every African child, like he wonder why will African child be dying on a sea in order to cross Europe when Europeans came to Africa to exploit? Why will Africa spend all their last aim in order to acquire visiting European visa? Why European can just go to African embassy and grab a visa and come over? When they come over, they occupy the land without getting the necessary document. When you speak, they tell you that they are not going to go. They will tell you what to do in your own country, and you don't do that in their country. When Africa goes to their country, Africans abide by their law, try as much as possible to acquire the documents and do the genuine thing. But when they come to Africa, they do whatever that pleases them rather than pleases Africa. So Ibrahim Traoré, Africans are lifting him up and want him to continue strongly to liberate as much as possible, as well as other African leaders who have been willing to liberate themselves to join Ibrahim Traoré. Ibrahim Traoré, like we know, is one of the highest African protected leader because of the enemies within him. If the Western world had a way, they would take him off. But you know what? Russia has his back. That's why Russia, Putin, see him as a young, vibrant guy that needed help. And Putin and China are making sure that Ibrahim Traoré stands strong. You know, Ibrahim Traoré is someone who has a huge dream. We heard him saying last time that he wanted nuclear plantation in Africa, like in Burkina Faso, in Niger, because they already have the material. It's just to get other engineers to do this. And Russia is willing to help these people. Russia say that we are bringing an engineer and it will work with your people, not only our people, so that after 10 years, you guys have actually acquired the knowledge needed for you guys to function properly. Then you can run this thing by yourself. We can run it for you guys always. This is what we want. We want our people to acquire the knowledge and be able to run the project by themselves, not the Western exploiting our material, going to their country to refine and bring it back for us to buy. Ibrahim Traoré said no, that this thing have to be refined in Africa, made in Africa, then you can export it around the world. You want job for Africa. That thing that pushing African children to go to Europe to make money, they can equally find those things in Africa. That's why Ibrahim Traoré is standing strong and saying that Africa will arise and the Western dominance will go down. Said it. Said there's nothing wrong for the West to come to source material in Africa, but they have to source it legally, and every stealing will have to stop. The Ibrahim say he condones stealing. He doesn't want any stealing again. He doesn't want any exploitation, and he doesn't want that Africans will always be seen as people that are begging. Why? They are the backbone of these Western nations. Look at what France is doing to them. Look at how France is, occupying everything and want them to borrow with their last blood out. So Ibrahim Traore is standing strong and making sure that Africa is liberated with all this mentality. And a lot of Africans have buy the idea and say that Ibrahim Traore should be forefront of this fight. They actually asked AU to grant him a special position in making decisions that concerns AU. Even with the ECOWAS himself, if there is any place that they ever come back there, they don't want anybody to mind it than Ibrahim and the guy in Mali and Burkina Faso, Guinea, and Niger. So these people are definitely up there. So Africa will rise again, and this is what we are praying for. We want to see African leaders stand strong and speak like a leader rather than being a puppet to Western world, like Ibrahim said. Ibrahim Traore, we all love you, and we want Ibrahim to continue to stand. And we say that any African with that we ever dream of betraying this Ibrahim Traore will never be well with him on his plan that African will eliminate the person. So we don't want any betrayal again. We don't want what's happened to Thomas. We want Ibrahim to start strong. Burkina Faso have been great people leading in many ways. So we want the Burkina Faso Ibrahim to stand firm and lead the world and lead Africa to the next level. Thank you for your service, and Ibrahim, we all stand with you. We see what you are doing with Russians, and we want that to continue, and we want matured business that favor every side, both Russia and Africa and the world entirely, rather than favoring just one side. Thank you very much.